everybody. Welcome to the 3W podcast. Thanks for joining us. I have my super cute friend here, Ashley Starnes with Osage House. Ashley, thank you for joining me.
Yes, of course.
I'm excited. I think this is your first one to do with us, so I'm super excited.
Yes.
I hope you all caught, I have it marked, I hope you all caught this adorable feature on her in the current issue. I'm not opening it very well, but what else is new? And I always fumble over everything in these podcasts. Anyways, isn't she so cute? So here she is live in person. So we're going to dive into all things Ashley on part 1. Then we're going to do all things Osage House in part 2. So Ashley,
Yay.
how are you?
I'm great.
Good. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I know kicking off summer, we were just talking about the kids offline. So you have 2 boys, right?
2 boys,
yes. 9 and 12, and I have 2 boys, 11 and 16. So how is summer? We're like a weekend.
Yes.
But it does finally feel like summer.
It does.
Yeah.
It's hot.
How's it going?
It's going. They're already bored.
Of course.
So trying to figure out
the devices.
things to entertain. And I'm like, let's not be on the iPad and TV. So yes, I'm trying to be a little more free with the summer. I didn't overschedule with camps. We're doing 2 camps. But yeah, so now I'm kind of like, what do I do? What do I do now?
What do we do the rest of the time?
So lots of swimming, I'm sure, will be in our future.
Okay, so what grade are they going into for 9 and 12? Or
6th, yes, 6th grade and 4th grade.
Okay,
yeah.
Yes. Okay, we're going into, my youngest is going into 6th grade as well.
I'm fun.
Oh,
yeah.
He's not 11. He just turned 12.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. He just had a birthday.
Okay.
That's
mine just had it May 19th.
Okay, yeah. May 30th. So I'm like, I kind of forget he's 12 already.
He just turned 12. Yeah.
So yeah, 6th grade. I don't know why I had to ask you that. I feel a little special as a mom. I'm obviously crushing it. Okay, and then before Ashley was done filling out some paperwork when she got here, I was like, Ashley, where are you from? Like you're born and raised here, but like from. And then she's told me she lived in literally every town over here.
Pretty much every town, yeah.
Hilarious. Like born in Fayetteville.
Yes.
Graduated from Shiloh. Has lived in Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville, and Bella Vista, which is hilarious
in
to
high
me.
school, we were in Bella Vista.
So, oh my gosh, that's a commute from Bella Vista to Shiloh.
It was. I got my hardship license when I was 15 so that I could drive. And the highway was not like it is now. So it's not as scary.
Not as scary, right? It was probably only 2 lanes on each side.
It was, yeah. Yeah, very different.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, tell us a little about you growing up here because you've seen it all. You've seen all the changes.
Yes, a lot of change. And I've
only been here 20 years, so I've still seen a lot, but nothing like Dick Trimble used to tell me about the one and only stoplight over by the old home office.
Yeah, well, and I feel like the highway, in my mind, it may or may not have ended, but about Lowell is where, after that, there was really nothing.
You had to go to 71B.
Yeah, and there was just nothing. It was just all farms and, cow pastures, and now it's just, it's
crazy.
Night and day different. So it's fun to see the change. I miss more of the green space and things, but I do love all the things we have to do now.
Right.
I need to take more time to kind of be a tourist.
It's hard.
I feel like.
Do you have people that visit here, friends that visit?
Almost everyone lives here.
Okay.
And so we try to give recommendations to people that are coming in for weddings and things, but that's one thing I do want to do this summer is try to be a tourist for a few days and actually do some of the fun stuff we have.
Right. I take it for granted.
Yeah.
I just have family in town over the weekend, and we're always like, well, like you, we're like bouncing between games all the time.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get you over to Crystal Bridges and we need to rent e-bikes.
Yes.
Like we have all these things that we need to do. And I have a list actually at the office on a Post-it of like restaurants I want to try that I have yet to cross off my list. And it just keeps getting longer and I keep not getting to those places.
I know. We always stay within like a 5-minute
the bubble
of where we live. So
it's
a challenge.
We're going to, so we live in Bentonville and we were going to a movie in Rogers, but like couldn't get tickets anywhere we wanted to, sort of. So we ended up at the Promenade, which feels like going
forever.
It's fine, but it feels like going back in time because they don't have reclining.
I know.
So I feel like a complete brat of going, fine, we'll go there. But we ended up trying a newer restaurant over here. I was like, oh my gosh, well, we're driving over there. Let's check this one off.
Make it worth it.
Yes. Yeah. So I was like, This is so weird. It's not outside of our bubble, but it's outside of our, like, once we get home, our Bentonville bubble.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way?
We're exactly the same. We go to the same, like, 3 or 4 restaurants. I want to try so many different ones, but then I have to, it's a whole production.
It is a production.
Getting everybody at the same time or getting a babysitter and my husband's schedule. And it's just,
No, your husband's an architect, right?
He is,
yes. So what has he done around here that we could have seen besides Osage House? What you get? And we'll dive into on part 2.
The venue. He's mostly high-end residential.
Okay.
So a lot of homes.
Does he do all of y'all's homes?
He does not, surprisingly. I know, it's so funny. We joke about that because his clients and people that we know will be like, oh, did you design? And he's like, no, I did not. He hates that we bought a spec house. But
as anybody in construction and engineering and architecture is like, that's like the biggest faux pas.
He likes our house, but it's not. Eventually, we've been probably in the process of designing a house off and on for the last 3 years.
Do you keep changing it?
So we keep changing it. We really like the plan now, but now it's more the outside design and what that's going to look like.
Okay.
And so we do have different styles. I'm probably a really tough client.
Good.
He was like, maybe I should pull in one of my people to actually do the design so it doesn't become an issue. So I was like, okay, whatever.
What's your style versus his style?
I am very eclectic. I like a lot of different styles. For my home, I want it to feel cozy and homey. But I do like some modern elements.
So because he's in architecture, does he like a lot of the hard lines and modern lines?
He's very,
I can see that.
A lot of glass, like hard surfaces, minimal. He's very minimal and I'm very extra.
Yes.
So
isn't that right? Opposites attract?
Yeah. So somewhere in between is where we will probably land.
Okay.
I like a lot of different textures and, materials and things.
Are you colorful?
So I'm not that colorful.
Okay.
Honestly. And even like in my closet, I'm not very colorful. So I used to be, but now I gravitate more towards simplicity in that. So like pillows and things like that, I can swap out easily.
Right.
I'll add color there. But in the home in general, not very colorful.
I have a hard time. So we have had house plans for several years and we've changed them multiple times because we still haven't pulled the trigger. And, I see things online or out and about and I'm like, oh, I love that. I'm so petrified of pulling the trigger on something bright but I love colors.
Yes.
But I also love all the neutrals.
I know.
Because you can always change up the neutrals.
That's what I like.
So I have a hard time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, a powder bath. I don't know what this house is going to look like, but I will have one outrageous room
powder
that
bath,
will just be a powder bath.
I do like that.
Because it's low commitment.
Yes. Well, and our powder bath now, I had them, like they did not texture the wall. And my plan was to do a fun wallpaper in there. And I've not committed still to one.
Right,
and it's
so
been 2 years.
So it's so hard. But I do think your bathrooms at Osage House are fun.
Thank you. Yes, I did try to make those pretty, like very pretty.
Yes.
Because it's the one special space. Yes. So it's the one space that everyone will go into that I could actually do something with. So I did try to do a little extra there.
And they are extra in the best way.
Thank you.
Because, I mean, you don't want to go extra in the venue.
Right.
And we're going to dive into that. And so, unless you're like our token convention center.
Yes.
Orange and dark red everywhere.
Compatible colors.
But your bathrooms are fun. All the bathrooms are fun and unique. Which I think is, I bet that was
tried to have a little more personality in those spaces. Just because you can. It's like, okay, well, might as well give it a little more, zhuzh to make it fun.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. What's the most exciting room in your house?
Oh, gosh. Most exciting room is probably my gym.
Really?
Yes. We actually did that late, like a year after we moved in.
Okay.
So it's got like the wood, I don't know what you would call it, kind of fluted wood on one wall.
Oh, yeah.
And then a big mirror wall. And then, so I picked out everything. Like the fans are pretty. Everything's kind of pretty. a pretty gym.
Yeah. Well, that's unique.
So that's fun.
You don't see that.
Yeah. And then the office is probably the next. It's color.
Okay.
It's a very, very, very dark green. And then I did black trim. The ceiling and the walls are all green.
Oh, okay.
And then black trim and black doors. And then I've got really dark curtains, like dark velvet floral print curtains.
Okay.
So,
wow.
It's like a moody office.
It is moody.
Yeah. So I love that.
Kind of calming too. Like if you go in there, you're like,
I mean, maybe because it is very like it's pretty simple in there, like a desk, computer, a chair. It does have an accent wall with wood on it also, so it's just a pretty room.
A pretty room.
Yeah.
So, do you have a design or interior background of any kind to go into the event venue business?
I mean, so my dad had a construction company when I was in college, early college.
Okay.
And I worked for that company for a little while, and there was a designer, and I worked with her a little bit. She did more like interior design, not really like interior decor.
Right.
So,
okay. Which is very different. And I probably am so disrespectful to it. But just because I'm old, but it
all kind of flows together now.
There's a lot of science behind that design part of it with the dimensions.
All of that I'm not great at. Yes. So I've always just really enjoyed it.
Okay.
And then my husband being, an architect, it kind of goes hand in hand. We've done we've done some spec houses that we've built and sold. And so I would pick out everything for that. So I've just always enjoyed it.
Okay. Well, what's your background?
My background is also very eclectic.
I like that.
Lived everywhere in Arkansas or in Northwest Arkansas. And I've done almost every job there is to do, probably. My original, so I have a degree in communication, went to the U of A and graduated during the recession. 2008.
Fantastic.
So great timing.
Fun time. Yeah. It was that's when we started the magazine. That was a fun time.
So I was a substitute teacher then until I found a job. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. At one time I thought I wanted to be a teacher and I was like, no, not at all. And it was middle school. During
COVID, I was like, I'm not cut out for
this. It was middle school and it was just not for me.
Right. And jewels in their crowns for all the teachers.
It was tough. And so I did that. I worked for the electric company. Was my first big girl job out of college. I was an energy auditor.
Wow.
So
did you even know what that meant when you took the job?
No. So I interviewed for they were hiring a PR person and they had already filled it. And they were like, well, we like you. And here's this other job. So did that. It was essentially when their bills, people would call and their bills would be too high.
Oh, okay.
And they would call and complain.
Right.
And they'd be like, oh, here's this person we can send out to check everything. So I would crawl in attics, crawl spaces.
Stop it.
I had a ladder in the car I had to take with me. And I would just go into random people's homes. Oh. And now I'm like,
what was I thinking?
What was I thinking? How am I yeah. And then I also had to go out.
How long was that?
That was 2 years.
You made it 2 years. I don't know if I could. That's kudos to you.
Yeah.
And it's hot in attic.
It was hot.
And
I would drive out to Siloam and all different places. And then
the fact that I've known you for so long and I didn't know this little treasure.
It's a hidden treasure. So yes, I went to all the trainings and there's all these different, things about wrapping your hot water heater. So I would go back and do a report and make suggestions on ways that they could conserve energy and reduce their bill.
So were they angry with you often?
Usually once I got there, they were nice.
Okay.
Initially, they're usually mad and blaming the electric company, which would be me.
Right.
And then the people that were angry were people, I also had to go out a few times and try to collect on people that had really past due bills.
Okay.
Again, why send this 5 foot tall girl?
I know if y'all can't tell.
I'm very short.
Not tall.
Yeah, I'm not tall. So sending this girl out to, again, random places, be like, hey, your bill's really past due. Can you pay us?
Oh gosh.
So yeah, that was very interesting. So yeah, and then from there, I've been a dental assistant. I worked. My very first job was a cashier at Walmart
Did you like that? Okay, so I am so old. I'm much older than you. And I can remember going to Walmart with my mom before there were like legit groceries, before super centers. And those people just checking, like that was always one of my dream jobs was to be a checker. When I was a little girl, I had a grocery store in my playroom. And I would just pay it
like the museum, they have the cash register.
Yes, I mean, I would love that. Yeah. So the fact that you actually did that is amazing.
I did it for a while and I didn't love it. It was fun. Like the people I worked with were fun. And I made some friends, and so that was fun. But when you see someone roll up with a cart, you're like, please don't come to my line. Please don't come to my line. And then, you're just like, no.
I hope I'm scared. Yeah. I hope I don't have to call it in.
Yeah, you just get instant anxiety. Like, no, I have to do all of it. But it was, I mean, you learn so much about people.
For sure.
And that just...
And you have lots of skills now because of all these random...
So many random jobs.
Professions.
Yes. So I've learned a lot about people, a lot about the world.
I love that.
So I feel like everything I've done has led me to do what I do now.
Really?
Which is I deal with all different kinds of people all the time. And no day is the same. Like, so I feel like all those different things kind of piled together to give me what I need to do.
I mean, I feel like you really know the real world. I used to say I was super knowledgeable just because I waited tables. Like,
that too.
I feel like if you can handle the back of the kitchen,
the juggling,
you can do anything.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, that is
fast paced.
It's interesting. It's just the back of the house of a restaurant, which I'm sure in an event venue as well. It's very interesting.
Yes.
Especially in the 90s when I was.
Oh, I bet.
Like, this is not for the weak.
No, it's not. Got to have lots of energy and be tough.
So when did you finally... Well, I met you years ago before Osage House, but I can't really remember how I met you.
I don't remember either.
Were you doing mommy blogging?
No, well, I did.
Did you dabble in that?
Yeah, I didn't. I was a writer for, what was it called?
I don't know. But I feel like that's how I know you. No.
It was the Northwest Arkansas Mom's Blog. I think that's what it was called.
Like something, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was friends with Brittany, she was one of the girls that started that.
Okay.
And so I'm not a writer, but I wrote a few different articles for that. So made it through that.
I feel like that's how it was.
Yeah.
What did you do leading up to that? What'd you do? What was the last paid job, not by yourself job that you had before Osage House?
I worked for a nonprofit.
Okay.
Arkansas Support Network.
That's what it was.
Is that what it was?
I think that's what it was, actually.
I was fundraising and development for them.
Yes.
And so that kind of got me a little bit into the event world. I had done catering. Like I wasn't a
catering
but
background too.
I worked for a catering company when I was in college. And so like running food to tables and things. So kind of waitress, but just for events.
But more structured. A lot more structured.
Yes. Didn't have to take orders. So that kind of got me into the event world a little bit.
Yeah.
I had to plan a few events for the nonprofit and host those. So I learned a little bit about it that way. And then I had my first baby and I was like, so I went back part-time and stayed for a couple years. I guess about a year. I stayed a year after that. And then when I was pregnant with my second one, I worked for another nonprofit just from home part-time. And then quit working. And then about probably a year later is when we started, like we bought the land and started talking about what we were going to do with it.
So did you just randomly buy land? You're like, here's some land.
We knew the guy that owned it. And we were like, at the time it seemed it's not far out, but Pleasant Grove didn't go all the way through.
You had to go around.
You had to go down Wallace and wind around. So it seemed like this is really far out there. But we're buying it and we want it to do something.
Right.
So
was it built for? It was not built for It was not purchased for residential.
Right.
On the front end. Right. At all.
The front end. It's 54 acres. So we bought it just because we were like I said, we had done some spec houses and, we need to roll one investment profit into another investment. Right. So we were trying to figure out what we were going to do. Okay. And that was about 2017.
Okay.
Heck yeah. So, oh my gosh, almost 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Okay, that's crazy.
Okay, we're going to stop there.
Okay.
Because that's a good place to stop. So
Yeah.
I hope you'll join us for part 2 because we're going to dive into all things Osage House, all things 54 acres, which is wild. There's three space. I'll say just 3.5 spaces because there's also an Airbnb.
Yes.
Which
we
is
do
a
have an
fourth
Airbnb.
space, but
Yes.
to me it's just like a half space because it's kind of a hidden treasure.
Yeah.
So we're going to dive into all of that, and I hope you all will join us because and I hope you've been there. Sorry, my got me distracted. But it's such a beautiful space. It's serene and calm. And I'll show you the ad when we come back. Also, don't forget to stop by your local Walmart. Ashley won't be checking you out.
I won't. I'm sorry.
But please stop by your local Walmart and get Hershey Salty Snacks. Everybody loves Dots Pretzels and Skinny Pop and Pirate's Booty. I'm sure with 2 little boys.
Oh, yes.
They're
we
not
have
little,
that in our
but
snack basket right now. All the neighbors
basket,
come
yes.
ransack it.
So, yeah. Join us for part 2. We'll see you next time. Keep
Thank you.
inspiring a culture of giving. Bye.